What's up, guys? If you're new to the channel, my name is Sean. I'm a full-time clothing eBay reseller, and we go live on Sundays. We ship all the items that I haven't packed up over the weekend. We talk about some things. There is a giveaway in this video. If you guys had watched the channel or been following for the past couple of weeks, I had a mystery box that was sent to me. It was actually 2 boxes. That's 4, but 2 boxes sent to me. I had 2 people. I did the random comment picker. And then the first person, they responded with their email. The second person did not respond. So we have another box to give away. We'll go over that a little bit later when we have some more people in the chat. Jack is the first one with a bunch of pink poop emojis. I can appreciate the effort it took to comment that. Last page looker, hello. Hello to you too. So a lot of things happening. One, a little late on the stream. I apologize. My son Seth has stood up for the first time by himself, pulling up in the playpen. So congratulations, Seth. If you're watching this 20, 40, 60 years from now, and I'm some type of AI-like figure where you can just talk to me and you have all the words that I've ever said on the internet, you can say, like, hey, Dad, what's up? And I'll be like, remember when you stood up at 9 months old in the crib? And he was just hanging on for, like, dear life, and then he even waved. He had, like, the cojones to like pull off and wave, and then eventually he tried to wobble and stand and he fell on his butt. So if you want to go see him, check out my Instagram. I posted a story of him saying "Dad Baba" because he didn't have like the clearest dada. He usually does, but he was kind of spitty up, like he was kind of drooling a lot yesterday that way. Anyway, so yeah, when you have a 9-month-old son, sometimes you don't make streams on time. Anyway, so we have 50 orders to pack, $1,250. You guys know the channel. I do a lot of volume in clothing, but I am switching things up. If you guys seen some of the most recent videos, I've been doing point of view camera. I think it's great to have hands-free, have the camera. It's a lot better setup than using like the tripod and like talking outside of the store, like near my car and stuff. I think it's better to do the point of view stuff. I do have the Rode mics, which are very impressive. The problem is you have to charge those batteries. The phone gets drained when you're using it for a lot of videos. So I think I'm going to let me know in the chat if you guys know of any like portable phone chargers that you can use, because when I start doing more garage sales, estate sales, more entertaining content for the viewer that likes the treasure hunt and not just the $23 shirts that I sell, I'm going to do some more of that content. I think it's fun too, honestly. And then my son's getting older. He's going to want to go to garage sales, and we'll just see. So it's the tail end of summer. It's like 100 degrees every day in my state, and I want to go to some sales. I think there are some sales in the fall time before it gets really cold. I think there's like a month and a half window. So hopefully we can get back on track with that. And also, I need to reach out to the estate sale companies and kind of like let them know who I am again and that I'm a serious buyer. So we got a lot of people in the chat flowing in. 865 Picker, happy Sunday to you. PK Zinc, good to have you around. Jack says, hey, buddy, hope you're well. Yeah, things are going up. I mean, business is definitely getting more challenging. I mean, I think everyone's felt it with slowdown in sales, increase in shipping, increase in thrift store prices. Like, I'm feeling it too. I had this pretty easy last year, even though I did a lot of work. But now that I have a worker to help me with that, Randy, I'm noticing like, look, I got a lot of bills to pay. I'm not making as much, but I am doing a lot. It's different. So I'm trying to figure out ways to increase that, and I'll tell you guys how it's going and what I plan to do. Jason says, hello. Also, we have a person, I'll get to it later, but they bought from Germany, and I think they're a viewer. And the reason I say that is because they put a message with the note, right? They said, good Sunday morning, many thanks and best regards from Germany to Texas, Thomas. So, in lieu of our German buyer, we are going to go to ChatGPT, one of my new favorite friends, if you guys didn't know. I'm going to say, how do you say thanks for your business in German? ChatGPT is tremendous. If you don't have many friends, ChatGPT can always be there for you with an answer. So the translation would be, there's 2 translations. I'm going for the easier one. Danke für Ihr Geschäft. Or, vielen Dank für Ihr Geschäft. So, there you go, Thomas. That was my best German pronunciation. German, I wouldn't say is the most beautiful language, but I think it's cool how they spit it out. I like it. So thank you for that. Jack says, well, last time you had just changed a crappy diaper. Yes, poopy diapers with a newborn, and he eats a lot. He eats a lot. So yeah, I had definitely had that last time, and trust me, I had one this morning too. It's kind of like drawing straws, you know, whenever those movies you get all the pieces of paper and then you like cut them at an angle and mix them up, and then you're like, all right, draw straws. Whoever has the shortest gets stuck with the poopy diaper. We don't do that, but I definitely got the short straw that time. Woohoo, so exciting, new milestone. Yeah, my baby is he's growing. So what I'm doing to improve his crawling speed, he has these keys and these rings. They're his favorite toys. I'll toss him to the other side, and then I crawl and race him. So it's like a crawl off, and I let him win at this point. But yeah, he's getting faster. Okay. Jack says, you're funny, you love the excitement in your new... Yeah, dude, absolutely. It's my first child. The second one, I'll probably be a little less excited about it, but he's also going to have a lot of advantages having my son go through a lot of the first, and he's going to be able to copy him, so he'll probably be stronger in the end. Miss Defiant says, if you use an iPhone MagSafe, it's cordless. MagSafe. Okay. So that's like the charging dock. Okay, yeah. I was thinking... And yeah, it's wireless. Okay. Do you have to plug in the MagSafe, or is it just like a battery, external battery pack is what I'm looking for? Let's get the first item, though, because I do need to get this work done. This is an LL Bean short sleeve polo, and we're using Daisy. If you're crazy, go for the Daisy Gyro Pack Taylor 10. Get your poly bags. Help the channel out. I get some money from every purchase you guys make. Just got to shout that out for the newbies in there, you know. Also, if you guys look behind me, there's been many a time where people said, why do you throw all your packages on the ground? Why don't you put it in like a bag holder? Well, guess what? We got a bag holder from Amazon. I think it was like 25, 30 bucks. Now, it had some like baby clips on it. I used the Harbor Freight like clamps, I guess, and they're way sturdier. So that should stay up. We're going to throw every single first class item from here, and hopefully we can make all of them. I'm not going to look, though, other than the reflection in the camera, but I'm not going to aim. I'm just going to kind of toss because I want to get that paper route motion where I can just, like, constantly, you know, just throw it and then maybe even, like, over the shoulder with that. So this LL Bean, I thought it was a polo. It's actually a Henley, and it says slightly fitted. It sold for... No, man, this is tragic. It sold for $12.34 plus $8.99. The price that it sold for is not tragic. That's actually a pretty good price, but I had to rip that because it was 8.1 ounces with the addition of this plastic bag. Whenever you're shipping, you want it as light and cheap as possible. So if you have it under 8 ounces, you get under that next price bracket to save you about $1. So we're going to save $1 there. 8 ounces. I think the first throw is going to dictate like how the live goes. I think if it goes in, we're good. And I think if it like... Honestly, I just hope it holds up, because last time it was kind of shifting all over the place. But we're going to give it a go. And Amazon, they have a generous return policy. I'm not saying I'm going to return it, but I'm saying there's a chance. But I think we're going to keep it. So $4.15 on the label there. Jack says, let him win and make sure to kick his A hole. Or his A. Yeah, I don't want to cuss on the channel because I have like little things for monetization, so we're not going to cuss, but show him what life's about. Yeah, I mean, well, right now he doesn't have much of a shot. He's so young and it's pretty adorable. Miss Define says it's an external battery, off-the-shoulder bets. Yeah, I mean, you can go. We have 50 to throw, and some of them I'm not going to throw. If it's too heavy, like I threw a heavy one last time and it kind of bashed into the wall, and I don't want to put a hole in my wall. So we could put some bets. I don't know. Can you bet on YouTube? I don't know if you can do that. I'm not sure. Let's not do that. Beatrice says, hey, Sean, let's see how many misses you get today. Yeah, I know. I did this test earlier in the week, and yeah, it definitely, I missed a lot. Since I don't sell just clothing, all my stuff have different sizes. Trying to find a good way to haul all the stuff from the house to the car, and then to the car to the PO. IKEAs are no good for that. Yeah, so I'm thinking of doing a wagon myself. Mainly because there's some areas that it's best to have a wagon, and I have to carry my boxes. So like these are the sales that I have. Well, these are exactly what it looks like in storage, and after Randy does photos for a day, I typically have 4 full boxes, and I got to carry them through the house because I don't like opening my garage door and having like the whole neighborhood see like my inventory. Plus, a bunch of heat will come in, and then the house just heats up. So I would suggest the wagon. There's some from Walmart I tried one time. I ended up returning it because I didn't like it. So I'm not sure if the Walmart one's good. However, I do think a wagon's a good thing. The problem is I have a Honda Civic, so like I can't throw it in the bed of my truck. I'd have to fold it down, and I don't know how big it's going to be when it's folded down because I'm going to be filling the back of my car with stuff. So, but yeah, it seems like the wagon's what people do. All right, here we go. That was close. It was close. All right, next order. This is 3 Topgolf polos. 2 of them are the blue ones, one's black. The buyer spent, let's see, I think it was like $40 for 3. Topgolf, it's a pretty popular thing. Anytime you find uniform shirts, I like to look them up, man. They seem to do well. Yeah, so they're all in for $48.77, so almost $50 on 3 shirts. And those at the thrift stores are like $2 and $3 because the thrift stores don't value company embroidered items, which I don't blame them. All right, priority mail one. We're gonna pass on this one, dude. I don't want to toss this one into the. Oh, wait a second. It looks like it's cheaper if I don't use the flat rate envelope. So I have a shipping video, and in that shipping video, it was before Ground Advantage came out, and I pretty much said anything over £1, I automatically go to flat rate. I'm still really trained with that, but let's look and see how much this is actually going to cost, because I think it's going to be a little bit cheaper. I'm going to put it in a poly bag. We'll throw it in a daisy. These daisies, these are the 13 by 10 poly mailers right here, and 13 by 10 is pretty good for most clothes. This is even 3 polos. Let's see. So yeah, we're tossing this one. We're definitely tossing it. Okay. So we're gonna weigh it out, and then we're gonna measure it out. Always keep a tape measure next to the shipping area, and we'll go 11 by 10 just to be safe. Okay, yeah, that's fine. 720 and okay, so yeah, pretty interesting. And this is funny how this happened. So USPS Priority Mail, it's $7.20 to ship this package, and then Ground Advantage is $7.35. If I would have done the flat rate, it would have been $7.60, and then UPS Ground's trying to slide in there at $7.19, like 1 penny under, and that probably is going to get some people. But if you don't typically go to UPS, like I think that's a sucker bet to have to drive to another place just for 1 penny. Definitely not worth it. Let's see. 865 picker. Yeah, so we talked about that. It's young Kobe. I wouldn't go that far. What's up? I'm just Key. Happy to have you in, man. Well, you can get those wagons with the covers on them and park them at, double it for your kid to pull them through the park, etc. Also use it for packages, tax write-off also. Yeah, I mean, with tax write-off, it's pretty much like if you want to be like buttoned up by the book, if you buy an item and you use it sometimes for eBay and then sometimes for your kid at the park, you cannot 100% write it off as a business thing. Like, that is wrong technically. You're not going to be like found out about it. I'm not going to say anything, but technically that's how that works. So, but yeah, no, you could still get some tax write-off. So, second one, I'm going to look. Yeah. So the clamps held up. If I look, I think I can make every single one. But I'm not trying to look because that's the easy way out. It's just, you got to make one, right, to feel good about it. So, yeah, I don't know. When it comes to tax stuff, not an expert. I listen to my advisors. I pay them good, cold, hard cash to help me out there. And, yeah, it's good to have, like, a pro in your corner when it comes to that stuff. And it's pretty easy once you have their help and they tell you how to do everything. Awesome. Yeah, has anybody had any like tremendous sales? So I joined a lot of the Facebook groups, the eBay Facebook groups, just because I didn't know what it was all about. And man, it always seems like people buy a lot of games or like a lot of something, right? And then they say paid 300 like emoji face, and I'm kind of like, why do they do that? It's like they're asking the audience, hey, did I make a good deal? It's kind of like, wouldn't you know that before you spent $300? Like, or are they just like kind of taking a shot at it? So I don't know. Seems like there's a lot of that. Okay, I half looked. I half turned. I think a lot of it is when your shoulders are square, like it's an easier throw than like going like this, because then I think I can't like go all the way back. Let's see. Josh says, how's it going? Find anything good during this week? Yeah, I found a Rowback short sleeve polo. It's a size medium, purple, all over print. Rowback is an extremely good brand. That was a pretty good find. I honestly, like, a lot of my finds don't really get my juices flowing just because I've bought and sold so many of the same style items. So it kind of has to be not even like an expensive item, but just like a more rare item that I don't see. Like sometimes I see Ralph Lauren polos where it's like, dude, I've never seen that color scheme. And it's not that expensive, but it's like, oh, that's cool. Like, okay. Yesterday, I found a short sleeve button shirt, Polo Ralph Lauren. It was blue, but it was paisley all over print, and it was like a classic fit. And that's like, I think, a $50 button up. So that was kind of cool. I haven't seen one of those. Not for the short sleeve button ups, at least. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's oh man, oh, trash can. A lot of common stuff. Oh my gosh, Deb. Deb K with the massive super chat. I gotta call it out because this is the biggest super chat of channel history. Now, Deb was our winner of the mystery box last week. She sent $15. Super chat said thanks for the box. So it's official, guys. Deb got a box from me. I did not just do some hoax giveaway, which I'm sure most creators actually do it, but thank you, Deb. I'm glad you got it. I did throw in some poly mailers for Deb. She got a pack of the pink ones because I don't really like the pink ones as much. But yeah, so she got the box. I do have another box to give away. I'm going to check YouTube and see how many people are actually on, because we're going to do this giveaway when we get to about, like, I don't know, like 50 people, if we can get that many. Okay, so we're at 37. We'll give it another like 20 minutes or so to let the YouTube universe come in here. And yeah, Deb, I'm glad you got the box. She got the one with the it had some Carhartt, the Columbia jackets, and then a short sleeve button shirt for Carhartt. So yeah, hopefully you can make some good money on that. And thank you. I really appreciate the super chat. That's awesome. Let's see. Did you throw in the towel in your Poshmark closet? Dana Brown, yeah. So for a couple days, I was trying out a cross-listing company, and they said, hey, we want you to use our product, check it out. So I was doing cross-listing to Poshmark. It's so many clicks. It was taking, I think the fastest I could do it was 15 to 20 seconds per item, and that's cross-listing. And then it would take like, I think 30 seconds if I used my phone or something like that. So it was a huge pain. I just didn't give it enough time. I don't think it's really worth it, in my opinion. Now, I could shill you guys to buy it, use the coupon code, and get the money, kind of like I do with Gyropack. But Gyropack, I think, is actually like beneficial because it's a cheap poly mailer and it's not white. Like, you get different colors. The cross-listing platforms, I don't think it's for everybody. I think if you focus on one platform, you can do really well and don't have to waste as much time cross-listing. So, yes, I threw in the towel on Poshmark and all that. Excuse me. They also make fold-up canvas-sided yard carts that would work. Okay, Common Collectibles. I need to check that out. I'm going to write that down. We got this right here. Notepad. And that was from the other day. So I'm going to put canvas cart. Because, yeah, I want to find something like a wagon cart, something cheap, something small, but like can hold a 30-inch box full of clothes. All right. Next up, we have a pair of jeans. Actually, a couple pair of jeans. And I almost forgot something. I forgot that when I'm shipping orders, especially when you like let them stack up like I do for the weekend, it's best to see if anybody bought multi-quantity orders. And you need to open another tab up because sometimes eBay doesn't combine it because sometimes people don't purchase it the correct way. They like buy one and then buy one later, and it doesn't really combine them. PK Zink says, I'll admit, it's been hard to watch some channels where the host has 10 times our sales in packages going out, but not necessarily dollar amount. We still list 10 every day, but higher ASP is the goal. Yeah, I wish I could do that too, Zinc. And if it is hard to watch, don't watch. I mean, that's just how it is. But it's like I'm making little profits on many sales rather than making a bunch of profit on a couple sales. And if I could only buy like high dollar items and not do all the work, I would definitely do that. I can't find enough like that. So yeah, here's some combined orders. So I need to go through here and check. So somebody bought 2 Reebok polos. Somebody bought 2 Croft and Barrow quick dries. And let's see. Somebody bought 2 pairs of Tommy Bahama cargo shorts. And let's see. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So when we get to that, we're going to pack them up. This is Rock and Roll Cowboy jeans. Rock and Roll Cowboy, pretty good jeans. These sold for 25 plus 9, so 34 bucks on these jeans. And it's once again going to be cheaper to go in a poly mailer than a... Excuse me. I'm just now getting over some like throat problems with some sickness. You never use it for your kids at the park. Yeah, so just like low key don't say you use it for your kid and get the tax write off. Yeah, Key's talking to Zinc about how much they make. Let's see. Oh no, the chat jumped on me. It jumped on me, folks. Josh says that's a sweet polo. I haven't bought anything since the 7th, so I'm backed up from big purchases. Have to live vicariously through others. Yeah. Man, I know how that goes when you don't source in a while. You get that itch. I got that itch in my throat, but like you get that itch to source. I get it. I went to some new areas just because I wanted to see some different stores. I get you. So yeah, same deal. So this is $7.20. So you're saving 40 cents when you do the mailer. 865 Picker says, first decent weekend in months. Sales have stunk. This weekend, 42 sales. That's tremendous. I'm Just Key says, it's the GOAT. What up, Jash? Lauren Bryant says, new Sunday routine, church, lunch, then watch Sean while I work on eBay. Absolutely. I think working on the weekends is a very important thing. I think a lot of people have gotten a little too comfortable just not working on the weekends. Okay, so we have 41 people, 10 likes, pretty good. I'm going to wait until if we can hit 50. If we can hit 50 by like the 30-minute mark or so, then we will run the second giveaway. And if you guys want to know about the second giveaway, this was from American Thrift Supply or Store. This is a North Face. It's a women's Summit series. It does have an embroidery that somebody put. It says like Schlaller. I don't know. It's a size medium, I think, or small, or doesn't have a size tag. Yeah, I don't even know what size it is. So this is going to be in the mystery box. There's going to be this men's beige Columbia soft shell jacket. There's going to be this 4XL Carhartt short sleeve button shirt plaid. There's going to be this another Columbia black soft shell. This is actually like a jacket I could wear because they're both my size. Then there's 2 pairs of Carhartt jeans. This is a relaxed fit, size 40-32. And then there's a new with tags relaxed fit, which it says $30.99, which I would take that off and list it at like maybe, like 30 plus shipping or something. So the way we're going to run this giveaway, it's going to be different than last time. What we're going to do is we're going to run the giveaway, and then somebody in the chat's got to win. So if the person doesn't respond in like a few minutes after the giveaway, because I'll give them time to get to their keyboard or whatever, we're going to keep on running the randomizer until somebody in the chat wins, and then the person that wins in the chat, you need to email me your address so I can ship it out, and you can get your items. But I appreciate you, Laura, throwing me into your Sunday routine. Very cool. Dana Brown says, I've yet to figure out Poshmark process. I only sell on eBay at the moment. Yeah, I wouldn't waste time trying to figure it out. If you do, I'd watch Chris. Seems like Daily Refinement's going the Poshmark route. James just sent me my gyro mailers this week. Awesome, man. Yeah. So Josh ordered some of the... Which color did you get, Josh? Curious. A lot of people just get white. And I'm like, dude, the whole point's to get like a different color. But, all right, we're going to throw this one this way. Ah, there we go. It's pretty good. Or did it bounce out? Did it bounce out? I don't know. I think it was good. Amelia says, I love the bag holder. Yeah, awesome. I just feel like if my wife and son come in here, she's going to have to push over a lot of bags to get in. Josh says, do you ever come across t-shirts that are new but have slight defects from t-shirt printing companies? If you do, what condition would you list them as? I wouldn't list them at all. Deb says, wanted to at least cover shipping. Oh, that's nice. Deb, I appreciate that. I mean, you're in San Antonio, so it wasn't too bad, but it was a pretty big box. Josh says, when the Bears start playing, how's that going to affect your live channels? Are we going to watch the game with you? Nah, dude. I don't know if you would... I think everyone's ears would be hurting if you watch the game with me, because I yell at the screen quite a bit. I cheer loud, and I get angry, too. And I throw back a few beers. So you guys can... I may have to put like a poll out, like, do you want slightly inebriated Sean after the game, Sunday night, packing it up? Or do you want to do it Saturdays? But I feel like Saturdays a lot of people are doing stuff, right? Yard sailing, or like just... I guess some people work Saturday afternoons. I haven't decided. It may be Sunday nights, but then if they have a night game, it'd be Sunday afternoon. So we're going to have to play with the schedule. Just kind of just keep an eye on the... I don't know, man. I wish I had a good answer for you. All right, let's get the next one in. This one is silver jeans. These are the Zach cut right here. These ones went for $27 plus shipping, so $36. And this one is going to have to go flat rate envelope. Emilius says, wagons are so nice, totally worth it. Plus, you can use it around the house with different tasks. Yeah, I agree. Don P says, sup, Sean? Hope all is good. Yeah, doing pretty good, man. Everything's going really well. Everything is going really well. Yeah, my son, he pulled up for the first time. If you guys just new to the chat right now, yeah, he pulled up. So first time he's done it on his own. He's done it with some help, but he was able to do it in his playpen or whatever. 865 pickers, talking to Josh. Love your video, especially watching the little ones. Oh, watching your little one taking apart a sewing machine. Oh, I thought you had some kiddos. Do you have kiddos? Are there a lot of parents? Are there a lot of parents watching? This cough, I hope it doesn't affect you that much. The cough's like killing me though. Not literally, but there was a night, I think it was 2 nights ago, I just kept waking my wife up and stuff, and I felt really bad because she was having to get up with my son and stuff. I'm just Key says, when you become a full-time reseller and content create, you trade your 9 to 5 for a 24/7? Not necessarily, but you probably change your 9 to 5 like 40 hours a week to like 60 hours a week. That's probably pretty accurate. So yeah, we're not tossing the heavy ones. But I mean, it's hard to compare the feeling you have when everyone goes to work on Monday and you're like, well, what am I gonna do? Like, whatever I want. So yeah, it's a good feeling. It's nerve-wracking to do, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. I wish I'd have done it at like, just way younger. But I didn't understand how to make my own money that way. So Debbie says, nice. LSGS Rob says, sup, man? How's it going? Pretty good. I mean, I haven't worked out yet today, so that kind of stinks. We had a kind of a rough night, just waking up a lot and stuff. So we slept in a little bit and then had to do some chores this morning. Still got laundry to finish. So I don't know. It's okay, but I definitely want to get my workout in. I want to get this shipping done. I want to hang out for a minute. So definitely got some things to do. This was an Untuck It shirt, if you guys are wondering. So I think I just need to turn more. I think I need to turn more. Or I think I'm gonna try the next one like that. I think that'd actually be better. I think that'll be better. Alright. 144, 33. This is kind of a cool little like plaid color look. Oh yeah, sweet. So we're on the next bit of Gyro Pack bags. This is the teal one. I'm so glad I'm done with that. So glad I'm done with the Daisy. Yeah. And I say that, and there's like another pack of Daisy Land right around the corner. So yeah, these are cool, man. This actually looks like the same color as my dad's F-250 he bought in 2001. He actually designed the truck on the computer when like nobody was really doing that. But yeah, check that out. Isn't that nice? And these are cheaper than the other ones, so it's not like you're paying more. And just just make sure to use the code to get the discount. But yeah, look at all these colors. You got like light blue, the daisy, some purple. So yeah, they just keep feeding me this stuff, and I keep using it. PK Zink's talking to Key about your sales. You say, let's see, you said, which I shake my head at, but it does provide sales sometimes. You said, we look for average sale price of $50, but to my shame, I can't give you an exact number. We have fun and pay the bills. Yeah. So I've noticed that with a lot of people. I actually wanted to make a video about it. I feel like a lot of people don't understand their numbers that well that sell on eBay. I think a lot of people confuse gross with net. A lot of people confuse how much they're paying, like in operation of the business, whether that's employees, supplies. Like, I feel like there's a lot of confusion. I feel like there's a lot of people that like to throw out big numbers. Like, okay, for example, if you guys never knew who I was, and my very first video was like, I made over $200,000 selling on eBay, because like the gross top line sale maybe $200,000 this year. You would be like, so he's netting $200,000, or just say, yeah, I made that much money. And you're like, well, what do you mean? And if I never really explained it clearly, you'd just be like, this guy's a genius. But in all reality, it's like, you make much less. Maybe it was $60K that year or whatever. So I feel like understanding your numbers is like a next step. I understand in the beginning it's kind of hard to figure it out. You can itemize things, but then you get kind of overwhelmed with buying and selling and then trying to like log it. But there are ways to kind of get it like narrowed in, and I don't know. I feel like YouTube might not be the best place to figure out your numbers. And I don't know how many people want to hear about numbers and stuff when it comes to like total income for a household. It's like it's getting too much into the nitty gritty with like the finance, real like numbers people. Let's see. Josh says thanks for the info. Jason says cool. I'm just Keys talking to Zink about 50 is absolutely amazing. Yeah, and here's the thing, like 50 average sale price is great, but like is your average buy cost a little higher because $50 sales? I mean, no doubt though. I have a friend who sells pretty much like a little bit more than I do, but then he sells way less of items. Like his average sale price is way higher, and he's in the clothing category as well, but he does more, shoes, like coats, like things like that to make some money. And also does a lot of like stuff that I do, but it's like he promotes a lot though. So, I mean, it's just different, and his average buy cost is a little higher too, because he has bigger sales. So it's just it's kind of a mess when it comes to talking about it, because everything sounds so glorious when you're like, I'm a 6-figure reseller. Wanda says, woohoo, nailed it. Josh says, I got orange, black, and craft. Oh, you got the orange, black, and the craft mailers? I didn't know they had an orange one. They have yet to, James, he's yet to send me an orange one, so to send me one. Is it like bright orange, like light orange, or dark orange? I think it'd be really cool to have Bears color poly bags. That'd be the only ones I would order. But we're not all so lucky to get the colors we want. I mean, I'm not, what is it called? Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Like, they're feeding me, so I'm taking what they give me. Freedom Fan says, glad to catch the live. Well, I'm glad you're here, Freedom Fan. I'm glad you're here. Don P, did you watch the Bears game? Sadly, no. I had a very busy day. Preseason is preseason. But I did watch, my favorite YouTube channel is The Tape Never Lies. It's these two guys, and they have a crew of people that they analyze bears, they talk bears, everything. They like their lifeblood is bears. Okay, here we go. Jesus. I'm putting that one on Jack. Jack was the one talking about the over-the-shoulder throws. Wanda says, this is my first live. I love it. Hey, I'm glad you're here. I feel like I've talked to a couple Wandas, though. But yeah, glad you're here. This is a Bill Blass shirt. This is going to be 10 plus shipping. So like $19. I sell a lot of stuff for $19. Like $3.50 into $19 shipped. But yeah, I was running the numbers, and I'm thinking like, if I continued doing what I did last year, or even like what I'm doing now, I think in 5 years it's not going to work. I think everything's changing pretty fast. So my goal is to get better at this and to make money in other avenues, which, you know, YouTube is making a little bit of money. I am going to make the cliche, how much did I make my first year, you know, as a YouTuber? I'm definitely going to make those videos because some of those can make you a lot of money. And you introduce yourself to a different audience. Like, I think that's kind of important. Yeah, I may just have to look, because the thing about having the bag holder is the more that I miss, I still have to pick it up like if I didn't have the bag holder. So the idea of the bag holder is to like get them in the bag. So I'm going to have to just, I may have to look each time. Jason says, missed the detail regarding entry. Appreciate the live. It's Jason, yeah, so the giveaway is already kind of entered. And let's check. I'm glad you reminded me, because we're going to run it right now. You had to have watched my older video. Yeah, we're at 47 people, so let's just run it. The winner of the mystery box, and Deb, I'm not gonna send you another box if you win. So let's just see. Pick a winner. Carl Roberts said margins are terrible. So Carl Roberts, if you are in the chat, I hope you are. If Carl Roberts is in the chat, you have 5 minutes, or you have until 2 p.m. Central Time to answer. Yes, I'm in the chat. Thank you. Like I won, whatever. And then I'll make sure to email me your address. If by 2 o'clock nobody in the chat's seen Carl Roberts, then we are going to run it again and see if somebody else can win it. Because I don't really want to keep doing this every week. Like, I gave that dude a whole week and he didn't even watch the live. So Josh says, I definitely want to see you pack after a couple of beers. Yeah. It'd be all right. I hope I wouldn't make any mistakes, though. I don't think I would. Sean, do you list your items and allow buyers to make offers, or just list them at buy it now prices and that's the price? I do. I have offers on all my items. Yeah, because I'm trying to give people deals. You know, these items aren't like crazy special. Now, if there is a really special item and someone sends offers on it, like, I just won't accept it. I'll just counter really high. You know, this is an MOB. It's called Middle of Beyond. It's a pretty cool looking print. This one sold for $28.99 shipped. So, pretty cool shirt. I had never found it either. This is the first time finding it. Can you imagine trying to throw them after drinking, though? I'd probably miss every single one. We'll look at the Bears schedule for the seasons, and you can go by that. Yeah, maybe I'll make like a post or something. Maybe I'll make a post about it. Like, post like a couple days before what time the live will be at. But I don't think people read those YouTube posts. Like, I mean, and I know a lot of you guys, you're not following on Instagram. So go ahead and follow on Instagram if you want like more up to date, to the minute of my life. And you'll have to see my son more. I post him every now and then on Instagram for the stories. Amelia says, Dane Brown, it's awkward at first. The key to Poshmark is sharing listings, both your own and others. I try to share consistently. Once I did that, it helped a lot. That makes sense. Freedom Fan says, I have 2 kiddos. One is 17, one is 36. Woo! 36. That's a pretty big jump. Don says, your muscle memory is still affecting your aim. It looked like you just, by habit, threw it on the floor. You'll be hitting those shots in no time. Well, yeah, I'm not trying to throw them on the floor. The one that I threw on the floor was just the priority envelope. I don't want that like poking a hole into my house. This is a Ralph Lauren chino shorts. You can sell these chino shorts pretty well. These are the yellow ones. I definitely think the color ones go a little better. 12 ounces. Okay. Let's see. I'm Just Key says, yeah, I use an app to track everything, like your business money and all that. That's pretty good. Is it a paid app, or did you find a free one that's good? Because a lot of the paid ones are really good, but it's like $5. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but you know. Yes, the numbers mentioned on the thumbnails are pretty deceiving. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the true numbers that I put on the thumbnail. Or are you saying like other people's? But yeah, like 50. Okay, so 50 sales, $1,250 for me. You could do like, let's say $7 times 50. That would be, what is 7 times 50? So 400. So it'd be like $350. Like I probably profited $350 in the last 2 days. So that's like $175 a day, or it'd be like 2.5 of sales. Or no, 2. Yeah, no, it'd be about 2 days. So yeah, that's how much money I made. But I know that because I know my average like profit per item and stuff. But it's gonna go. I don't know if it'll go up this year. I know my average sale price has gone up since last year, but also the cost of everything's gone up. That was close. That was close. Let's see. Did I skip something? I don't know. PK Zink says, the reason for our high ASP is we switched to focusing on footwear versus clothing. I've amassed a death pile or profit pile of hundreds of pairs of unlisted shoes and boots, maybe like 1,000 a mountain. Dang. So that's crazy. I mean, I get it. I mean, a lot of people are going that way. They're going to the volume game, you know, with shoes, selling it on like, there's people selling whatnot, and then there's also like just people like landing bigger deals. And it's like, well, the money tied up in that, hopefully it's not enough. I'm sure it's not enough to bother your business, but some people can get in trouble with that if they overbuy and have to wait. Because what if somebody else has another 1,000 of the same types of shoes, you know, and then you're battling the market with somebody like that. Or you control the market, and then you can kind of just set it how you want and see how it goes. This is a Southern Tide polo. Let's see. Kami Collectibles says, I have an accounting background, so I know too much and how much gets chewed up in the incidentals. Your income statement is your friend. Income statement is your friend? I like the profit and loss report on QuickBooks. That's a good one too. I only use eBay, so it tells me my average sale price, which is at $36.41. Okay, yeah, I mean, eBay's good for like a lot of it, but it doesn't show your cost of goods. But yeah, it does do pretty well with the data, though. I'll give you that. Dana Brown says, everyone's household is different. It is interesting to learn about different tactics to generate that income. Yeah, I agree. I'm trying to build like a couple businesses. I mean, YouTube, I guess you can call a business, and then I do this Amazon thing that's slowly making some money. All right. Woo! Okay, I think I got it. I almost feel like a bowler. You know how bowlers like have that hook, like that same sweeping motion? I think I'm getting it. You said it's like the Bears Orange. It's a bubble mailer. I'm not sure if they have it for polybags. Okay, yeah, no, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, no, they don't. I don't think they have it for it just yet. LSGS Rob says, go Bills. So we're going to block LSGS Rob because he's a hater. Just kidding. Andy So Meta, what's up, man? Happy to have you in. Oh, this is a good sale. This one right here. So this is a Robert Graham shirt. This one went for $40 plus $8.99 shipping. Looks pretty fancy. So yeah, that was good. Almost $50 on that Robert Graham. And see, I think I paid, I'm pretty sure I paid $12 for that shirt though. Yeah. Didn't get it for $3. Everybody hit the like so we can do another giveaway. Okay, yeah, it looks like, yeah, Don's right on it. Yeah, we're banning people who hate on the Bears. So I don't think Carl answered. So we're gonna run the giveaway one more time. Actually, we're gonna continue running it. So drum roll, please. The next giveaway person. This was from the comment a long time ago in that video. Pick a winner. Flip It Good. What's up? I know Flip It Good sometimes joins the chat. So Flip It Good, you have a little bit more time than Carl did. We're going to go till you have 6 minutes to respond, Flip It Good. I know they're probably going to see this too later if they're not here. But we're going to continue doing this until somebody in the chat says, yeah, I'm here and I won. PK Zink says, someone needs to be the first to make a comment about Sean's athletic abilities with those bags. Might want to try out for one of those football teams up in the Midwest. I'll leave it at that. Okay. You got no skin in the game? Yeah, I was actually my freshman B team quarterback in high school. So that's where a lot of it comes from. We went 5-3 that year. So, and I'll tell you this, leading a group of men, whether it's like grade school, junior high, high school, like there's something to it that develops you into a better leader. But there was one game I had 4 interceptions and a fumble all in the first half. It was an away game, and it was like it was one of my like lowest moments in sports. And I played football and baseball, and I quit after that year of football. I was just afraid. I was afraid to get like hurt. I was afraid. I don't know. Like, I just wasn't. I don't know. I felt like baseball was a better route and safer. And then the class below me in baseball, they were like almost all better than me, like all their players. And I was like, dude, this sucks. So no big though. It's very competitive in Texas, so I can tell you that. We have really talented people. Okay, Dana says, talking to Emilius, yeah, I was thinking it's getting me down. I don't want to be on my phone or computer so much that I forget to do the sharing. Yeah, so Poshmark sharing is such a hack, man. It's not a hack. It's more like seems like just a waste of your life, you know? Especially if you have to like do it. It's like paying to play with your energy and time, which is almost worse than the money that you would have to pay for other stuff. Do you have affiliate links for the products you use or recommend during your videos? If you mean the gyro pack, you can use Taylor 10. You get 10% off, and they are cheap. I think with the discount, it's cheaper than Shop for Mailers and the other ones that you see on Amazon or eBay. And that is in the description of the videos. And then as far as like, do you want to know like what I use for like my YouTube setup or just the eBay stuff? So I have my links for some of my eBay stuff in there, and I don't know. Just kind of ask like, what are you looking for? So, let's see. Josh says, here in a couple weeks, you won't miss a single shot. I mean, hopefully. Here's like a Wrangler flannel. It's just a button shirt. Sold for like 21 bucks. I hope so. I'm telling you, if I look, I can make every one, but I'm not looking. I'm trying to get it so it's just like a cool thing, and then they're like, man, this dude just like constantly is making shots. So did Flip It Good, did he comment? You've got like 3 minutes, Flip It Good. I really apologize if you're indisposed at the moment or not able to make it. PK Zink says, think 19 to 20 bucks is about the most that the majority of people have an air pocket these days to spend anything on. Sad state of affairs. Maybe it'll turn around in a year or two. That is a good point. PK Zink's pretty much saying like nobody has enough money to spend that much money on like stuff on eBay, and yeah, like 20 bucks. I mean, I feel like $20 sales, like people can still do that, and they like want to buy. Like they have that feeling they want to buy, but they don't have $50 or $100, but they have like 20. And it's kind of why like the Dollar Tree is like it's dang near recession proof, because people will spend 20 bucks on 20 items because they feel like they're getting a lot of stuff. Okay, that was definitely, it had something, but it was close. I don't know. I feel like it was not in line, but it was the right height though. The right amount of strength. Deb says, "Oh no, I'm not entering again." Well, it's already on the comments, so like your name is entered in there. Let's see. Man, Flip It Good's gonna be so upset with me. Rodolfo Reyes. Rodolfo Reyes. That's a pretty cool name. Do you use coupons? Do you mean like the eBay coupons? No, I do not. I don't promote. I don't do the coupons. I just send offers, and I do discount my items like pretty regularly. Here's a Wrangler Pearl Snap. This one went for 21 bucks. Short sleeve Pearl Snap. He says it's a free iPhone app called Spending. Oh, okay. I thought you said you just use eBay. So you do use Spending, that app. Okay. Freedom Fan says, referring to other YouTubers, I would love to hear more about net profits that are being achieved through reselling. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a big end of the year video, but yeah, my friend, dude, okay. So I have a couple friends that resell, and we talk all the time, you know, because you don't have any coworkers, so it's good to have people that are in the same situation. They have the same blocks of time where they're not, you know, they're just bored. They just want someone to talk to and stuff. Dang it. I just misclicked. Hold on. And I have a friend who's like really upset with certain YouTubers about their money and stuff, you know? And it's because he's a finance guy, my friend, and he's just like, dude, I hate when people say how much they're making, like, and it's just not true. So I would put a shot in the dark that most YouTubers are not netting 100 grand with solely reselling income. I would say, Daily Refinements is obvious. I think Nurse Flipper, she said she made 91 grand last year or something like that with eBay, which is tremendous. But I really don't know. And someone said, well, what about Hustle at Home Mom? She did her little thing, but she made about, I think it was like 40 or 50,000. Last year I made 60,000. So I had $193,000 in sales, and I made 60 grand net profit last year. So that's like, slightly over, that's like 27%. This year I'll sell more, and then I'll make probably the same margins, but then I'm paying somebody to do work. But that money that I'm paying her, I've made that with like YouTube and like, sponsors and my other business that I'm running. So it's almost like I'll make the same money again, but I've like improved the size of like how I'm making money, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's very, very suspect with certain people how much they're making. Like, Bo Johnson, he sells a lot like I do. I would say Big Yumbo might make 100 grand this year. Like, he is doing really well. I don't know his exact numbers, but he does show his like his little graph. You know how people show like their total sales for the year, which mine, I've sold $140,000 worth of items this year. But I've spent a lot on labels. I mean, my selling costs are extremely high, higher than other people's, but that's because I'm pushing the volume and using the credit card. And like, I make money on my credit card too, which a lot of people don't understand that as well. Some people do. Earth Roamer says, hi Taylor, always fun to listen to you. Hey, it's always fun to have an Earth Roamer here. Like, good to have you, man. I'm glad you like listening. I like talking. I remember like even being young, my dad would be like, he'd be like, dude, just chill out, man. Like you just talk and talk and talk. It's I don't know. I like letting it all out. And I mean, I talk even less now. Well, I don't know. I still talk quite a bit like through the weeks, but like at work, when I was at places working, I would talk all the time, man. And people would not. They'd just be like, dude, you talk a lot, but whatever. I don't care. Let's see. Kucha says, worst is always when you get a holding call when your team scores a touchdown. The worst is when you get a holding call when you're talking about in football, like a flag on the play. Yeah, I would say what's worse is when not necessarily a touchdown, but a turnover. Like if you get an interception or fumble and then there's a penalty, I think it's arguably worse than that. But just because it's such an emotional high, because turnovers don't happen very often, but neither do scores, I guess. But sometimes you can score a lot. I think we're going to be doing pretty well with the passing game this year. Gravity Good says, Cameron, good afternoon, Sean. Seeing you selling clothes like a beast makes me reconsider going back to looking at clothes to resell. Well, Cameron, if you do, be aware it's much more difficult than when we first met at that thrift store. It's definitely, we did meet. Gravity Goods, Cameron? I feel like we did. Maybe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. We met in, I don't know, Cameron. You let me know if we've met. If we haven't met, then I apologize. But I met another YouTuber, and I was selling clothes, and I was kind of early selling clothes, but it was so much easier because the prices were so much cheaper. And now that they're more expensive, it's harder. It's a lot harder to make it happen. You just make less money and do a lot of work. So yeah, Cameron's pretty popular here. Jack says you bought 3 bags of shirts yesterday. Little chat. $100 challenge. A pair of SAS for $4.95 is good. Brooks $1. Wow, dude, pretty good. Okay, we are going to do another giveaway. I want the person to win this to be in the chat so I can pack this up and get it to him. Sorry, Flippy Good. I know you usually watch, but you missed out. Retro Pop Culture, are you in the chat? Retro Pop Culture. This goes to show that the giveaway duration of time may have passed. So Retro Pop Culture, you are. You know what? Let me just. I want to speed run it and do like a couple. Let's see. I gotta go back up. Dana says, you release this too early on the throw. Need to put flick in the wrist at the end. Yeah, sometimes the shirt kind of moves in my hand. Like, have you ever guys thrown cornhole and you got the sand right? Sometimes like the weight shifts like on the flip. So we'll get there. This is a Hilo Haiti shirt. This one sold for actually a lot of money. This one sold for $36. Hilo Haiti Hawaiian shirt. It's black floral. Sold for 36 smackaroos. Oh, we gotta get the fan going though. Okay. Got the wrong one there. Jack says, wouldn't people non-business? I don't know what you're saying on that one. Oh, I wouldn't tell people anyone's business? So how many items did you gross? Wait a second. So how many items did that gross amount equal to for your last year's sale? So yeah, $193,000 in sales was like 9,600 sales. Something like that. Let's see. The money you can make on YouTube is crazy. You only need to have 20K subs to start making a decent amount. Not life-changing, but a decent amount. Yeah, it has nothing to do with the subscribers, Rob. A lot of it is the views. All of it is the views. So like there's people, Walter Blake Knobloch, he had like some viral videos with his Dollar Tree stuff. So he's over like 100K subs, but his views like for the month are probably like the same as mine or like a little more. So it has nothing to do with subscribers. It has to do with just like consistently uploading and then getting a lot of views. And the best way to do the easiest calculation is 1,000 views is $10. So like this live will probably make between like $15 and like $30, but more likely like 20 something dollars. But yeah, YouTube money is nets though. It really is. It can be. Don says Yumbo's one of my favorite YouTubers. Yeah, he's Yumbo might be one of the smartest people in the clothing category. Me and my friend Mike were talking about this. He might be one of the most knowledgeable people in the category. Okay, so did the person win the giveaway? I'm going to keep on going. Rob says Yumbo kills it. People complain that eBay's hurting your sales. When you look at Yumbo's, he's averaging 700 a day. Exactly, yeah. See, he's averaging like, yeah, he's killing it. I mean, and he probably sources almost every day, I would imagine. And he's in a place where he can get to those places quickly. Like, if I lived in Dallas or Fort Worth, like, I would be able to source every day, and I would be finding, like, really good items. But I cannot go there that many times. So I'm thinking of doing 3 trips a week, like 2 to the Dallas-Fort Worth area and then 1 to Oklahoma City. But doing them, like, not all day. Like, doing, like, maybe 8-hour trips, something like that. Because I'm driving 2 hours both ways. 2.5 to Oklahoma City as well. So, enjoyed your POV video the other night over dinner, the one where you left all those hangers on the rack, like 5 or 6 shirts in a row. Sorry, I get too monk-like housekeeping for the store. You know what, Zink? I call it this. When it comes to the thrift stores, I say it's job security. You know, they need to have something to do to straighten up those racks. And honestly, Goodwill could upgrade their computer systems because they have 2 gigabytes of RAM at the computers in my store. 2 gigabytes of RAM. That stuff, it crashes, like, they can pick up the hangers, man. If they start shaping up, maybe I'll start putting the hangers back. But I go through them fast and I leave all the hangers there. Put the hate comments down below if you got a problem with that. I'm OCD too. I'm definitely about, look, you've seen my inventory. I'm about like order and stuff. Like, I cannot have things all over the place. But if a store is gonna make all that money and not put more than 2 gigs of RAM in your system, nah, man. Freedom Fan says, is that before tax? It's a lot of work if it's before tax, but the anonymity and freedom is priceless. Yeah, so anytime someone talks about their money in society, it's before tax. 60 grand before tax, pay your taxes. But like, there are a lot of write-offs with that though. So mind you, having your own business, there's way more tax write-offs than you would think. But yes, most people say it's before tax. And maybe it's a lot of work, but honestly, like, it's not like that. Seems like a lot of sales because people haven't done it, but I can tell you it's not as much work as you think. It's sourcing is the main work. That's where my time goes, is sourcing. Yeah, just because of the drive. It's the driving. Dawn says, I think if you didn't need to drive 2 hours to source, you would be like, no, yeah, my friend Mike is in the area, and he's probably at like, I mean, his average sale price is way higher. He said I could share his numbers on the channel, but he's the exact like model that you would want. It's like he does 20, I think he's now doing 40 items a day, but he was doing 20 items a day with like a massive sale price of like, 40, like $38 to $42, something like that. And it's all clothing and shoes, but yeah, it's just different, man. It's a different thing. Rob says, when you really audit your time, it's really not that much work. Exactly, Rob. And yeah, so like, it's, I don't know, man. And like, it's tough to explain, because I tell my wife this. I'm really trying hard to make enough money to kind of like make it to where she doesn't need to work full time, maybe just part time as like a hybrid, and then eventually if she wants to work, she can. And that may be 5-10 years down the road, but like the amount of stress that's relieved from not having to clock in, not having to deal with the people at work, like it's tremendous. I mean, it's totally worth it. Like if I made, like my last job, I was making $15 an hour, and they paid 100% health insurance, but like $15 an hour, even if I made that reselling and working 50 hours, I would be fine. It wouldn't be glamorous, and I wouldn't have money to buy like new vehicles and things like that, or upgrade the house, but like I would be happy. I'd be way happier doing that much money and not working for somebody, because you're pretty much trading your life, your energy to somebody else for them to make millions. And that's the truth of it. So I'm okay making the money I make. I mean, this year, like, it's going to be probably about the same, but like now I've built a channel. Now I've built like an ability to make money with content in another facet. So yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I just don't want people thinking like everyone can, be an everything seller, or like you can just jump into eBay and make all this money, because you see people showing their gross numbers and not really explaining, like, I have 1 or 2 employees, like, I buy like, I buy all this craft paper and bubble wrap, and just like, it just seems so crazy that like people make it seem like it's super lucrative. Like, it's definitely better than jobs, but as far as careers go, if you have like a line for a good career, you're probably going to make like more money than a reseller, but you miss out on the freedom, the lack of stress, so like, what's the worst thing that happens to a reseller? Like, obviously if you get your account suspended would be massive, but if you got a return, like that's the worst thing you got to deal with all week. It's like, I'm okay if that's that. Okay. So, Gravity Good says no. Oh, so we haven't met. Okay, there's a YouTuber who's got a few thousand. I don't know. I think you're a much bigger channel though. But sorry about that. Yeah, he looks like you though in the picture. He looks kind of like you. Mary says, you're that dude at the job that's always talking and laughing. Yeah, no, absolutely. Like whenever I was like a single guy, I actually met my wife when she was buying crickets at Petco. And I would flirt with like a bunch of people that came into Petco, and my managers would be like, "Why are you still talking to him?" I'm like, "I don't know, just talking to talk." And then my managers were trying to block me out from getting my wife's number. And then the third time she came in, it was like probably weeks after the second time, and I was just like, "There's nothing that's gonna stop me from getting her phone number," and I did. Like my manager would come hover behind me when I was spending too long talking to a woman at the store. Haters, man. Those haters at Petco. Just followed your channel on and off before you built the shed. Okay, so you're one of the we need to have a name for Gravity Goods. So Gravity Goods is one of the people who watched me before everyone started watching me. So like you could say OG. But yeah, man, I appreciate that. Before the shed was built, yeah. Those were the dark days of YouTube. I mainly just didn't know what I was doing, trying to copy like everybody else. I still have that GoPro that I was using, and I'm going to, I think I'm going to sell that. The GoPro is so bad compared to the iPhone, like camera quality. Let's see. Oh yeah, Bearded PokeTuber's talking about where he lives. Yeah, sorry, man. Yeah, there's a person I met that had a channel, and they moved from California to Texas. And they said they looked up Texas resellers, and they saw my channel, and then he saw me at the thrift store, and that's who I thought you were. Yeah, Jack says just ship it here. Yeah. D says $100 turned into 4,800 in a month. Just flexing, just 3xing. That's good numbers. I'm not really sure, D, what you mean. Just send us all $20, we'll win. How you doing? The usual suspects. Yeah, I know, right? Like the people who join all the chats on YouTube. Okay, we're gonna run this quickly. So next person on the winner, Hazel Acosta. Are you here, Hazel Acosta? Are you here? Jack, you're the next one. So that's so odd. I'm not even, oh my God. So look, Jack was the one that won next. So Hazel Acosta, if you're in the chat, you get to win, but if you're not in the chat, unfortunately, Jack is the winner. I don't mind. I mean, Jack's fine. He comes up. He shows up. Like, Jack's the kind of guy that he shows up. So, Jack, you won if Hazel Acosta doesn't answer. I can't believe that. You put it out there. You put it out there. Okay. Hey, congrats, though. Way to make it happen. You're like Nostradamus. All right. Let's go here. D says, some people tell me, do you ever just shut up, laugh out loud? Yeah, I get that sometimes. Freedom Fan says, I have a thrift store in my small town that has all you can fit in a Walmart bag for $3. That's awesome. I think we have one in the town over, but I think it's $10. And that shirt's a Barnfly shirt. Barnfly is a pretty good brand that I don't see very often. Sean, is that an actual mailbag rack? Maybe just use a brute trash can. A trash can would be good, but they're much bigger, and I wouldn't want to have a trash can in here. I mean, it wouldn't be bad, but like a Rubbermaid bag or thing. That's actually like, it's on Amazon as like a leaf bag holder for like raking leaves and like putting it there. That's what it's for. Close. Okay. Oh, so is that what happened? I thought Walter bought somebody's account or something. Yeah, so he did. Walter Blake Knobloch, I think it was in either before COVID or around that time. He was doing the thing where you go to like Dollar Tree and you buy all the books and sell it on Amazon or whatever. I think he was doing a lot of that. And then he got massive following. But then all that stuff dries up. So if you have a couple million view videos, you get paid out. But then if you don't have any more views, YouTube doesn't keep paying based on that other one. Now, I have like my viral video. Viral is based on the size of the channel. It's that one how to ship items or whatever, or how to photograph and list items, I think. So that's at like 35,000 views. So like that's been trickling in money ever since. Now, some of my like old videos may make like 10 to 50 cents a month. But once you build a big enough catalog, you guys have done it. You watch a YouTuber that you've never seen, you watch all his videos or her videos. So they make money like that. But if you stop getting like consistent views, then you stop making money on YouTube. You just like, you get like small checks or whatever, or payouts. But no, he didn't buy somebody's account. That's funny though. Andy says Yumbo's got some good brand knowledge. Yeah, no, he just, the thing is, I can't remember his name. I just call him Yumbo. He knows how to just research and use the computer, which is usually the difference between like a great seller and just like an average seller. So like I still consider myself kind of average because I don't do a lot of product research, but I've done quite a bit. Yeah, the Halo Haiti. So PK Zinc, that one was on the deal where I paid $600 for all that guy's Hawaiian shirts and the vintage Big E jacket and the other other jacket. So I'm pretty sure it was just because of it's a special print or how old it was. But yeah, that was I was surprised myself. That was including shipping, 36 including shipping. Keith says you just leave the hangers. That's cold. The employees didn't install the computers. Okay. Yeah, that's true. But have you ever been at a store where it froze and they said we need to wait for the computers to go? They didn't even cancel my order and put me on the other machine. They waited. They had to wait. And I said, well, what if I leave? Then you're going to have to cancel the order anyway. They're just like, and I was like, you know what? I'm just leaving. Because they could have canceled and then fixed it later. But my goodwill has gone to, it's gone down the crapper. It really has. It's just terrible. And it's not entirely the workers, but it's a lot of it is the management and the workers. Yeah, pretty much. You've only spent 2 hours sourcing this entire month. Yeah, dude, that's one way to do it, and it's good. I wish I could figure that out. I think making like business to business relationships with small thrift stores, I think, is a good idea. I may look into doing something like that. You just really have to provide them enough value for them to take you on as like a serious person, you know? You can't just be like, I only want the vintage video games. I don't want to deal with that other stuff. You got to kind of just keep funneling them money each month and then take what they get, and then eventually you'll get like some good stuff, like better stuff. That's at least my vision of doing big deals like that. But Zinc says, I do it to be nice first and to suck up to the managers and employees who I try and see their first name second and the OCD thing. Yeah, but it's not like those employees are really going to help you. I mean, maybe they can give you like some backroom access or tell you when the good stuff's coming, but no, they're just not getting paid enough. They're getting paid like $8, $9 an hour. I mean, Jack said you went to the thrift, got some stuff. Yeah, so Jack, send me an email with your address if you want that. If you don't want that, if Jack doesn't buy this, if he doesn't send me an email with his address, then I'm going to keep this stuff and sell it myself, because I'm kind of done with the whole giveaway thing. It's just too hard when you don't like, it's not like I have everybody's phone number or like everyone has my address and stuff. Or I mean, I have their addresses. It's just difficult. And it's not like everyone's coming to Sean's live. I mean, I get it. I'm not like, you know, the nurse flipper with like massive amounts of people watching all the time. 49 people, 29 likes is pretty solid though. I'll give it that. It is pretty solid for a Sunday. All right. And I'm having a good time. We're almost through the first box. We're an hour and a half in though. So I'm well, no, because I started later. I did start later today. I started a bit later than usual. So we'll stay on. I mean, I was doing 2-hour lives. I feel like that was a decent amount for the live, but I can go way faster if I'm not looking at the chat. Okay, hang on a second. Here we go. So this is one of the ones that's a combined order. The Tommy Bahama Cargo shorts. Let's see, is it this one too? Nope. 190. It's these two. Tommy Bahama Cargo shorts. I like their cargo shorts. They sell really well for me. I just got to do this on the bulk editor section. Okay, and it looks like it's going to Texas. Actually, like really close in Texas, so that's really good. Let's see. D says, when you're an everything seller, I feel you spend so much money on ridiculous things, even if it has a sell-through. A lot of people have so much stuff sitting around. I just stay in my lane. Yeah, even as an everything seller, you kind of need to narrow down on some categories and figure out like what's working. So you just end up hoarding everything because it's so easy to just buy. I mean, because it's fun. I get it. All right, here we go. So that was a good one. Dang, Zinc says, you mentioned the worst thing that can happen in a reseller's life is that seeing your stuff that somebody found before you saw it in their cart. Laugh aloud. Yeah. I hear you. Deke sells clothes, and yeah, it's a little better. The story is a little more detailed than that, but that's like the gist of it. Jack says, we found a place yesterday, kind of local. It's dollar bag donations. Wow, 10 different rooms. That sounds insane. Patriot Girl says, loved your thrift videos, Sean. Thank you. Well, thank you. I appreciate you watching. I'm glad you like them. I put a lot of work into them, even though they're not that good of quality. Like I put a lot of effort to what I know how to do, and I'm trying to get better at YouTube and editing and stuff. But it's hard. There's a lot to it. This one's kind of heavy. Oh, man. Let's see. Jack says, doesn't matter what you're getting paid. It's your job. You asked for the job. You knew the effing pay. Do your job. What are you referring to, Jack? because salesmen typically don't know exactly what their pay is. It's kind of dictated on their effort and improvement. But that's it seemed like you're very stern about that one, so I'm wondering what you're referring to. Let's see. Freedom Fan says, my career is lucrative but very, very stressful. I believe it's because the health cardiac problems that have me on disability right now. It's not worth it. I do eBay to supplement. I'm kind of chatty too. A chatty Kathy. Yeah, it's tough. Like health problems, it's a big deal. Thanks for everyone answering the questions. So Jack's saying, sorry, I hate that crap. I worked at Hardee's twice in my life, and both times it sucked. The money sucked. Pay sucked. Oh, you sucked, monkeys. He said, I did my job and I did it right. People just because they knew I took time off to rip off lettuce and not give them the worst tomato. I see. So you're sell anything. You're saying the Goodwill employees not making enough. Yeah. So, here's the thing too. It's like a lot of people don't care about anything, right? Like a lot of people now, they care about, like video games. They care about eating bad. They just care about like doing whatever to get by, or if they can manage it, they suck off of somebody else, meaning like they just leech onto somebody else's money and just get supported, and then they just whatever. So then it's like, I have a job and I do this. Now, Goodwill they do employ a bunch of people who are like, have made some mistakes and stuff. So I can kind of respect them for that. But at the same time, I don't know if paying those people $20 an hour is going to change anything too. Some people just don't really like push and just don't care because it's like if they were the bad student in school, they're most likely going to be a bad employee. And then it's like, it's a very weird thing. That's why like business owners, people who work for themselves, like they try so hard because they know it's everything, because it's them they are the business, the micro business. And then if you hire somebody, you can kind of expect that person to never work as hard as you. Jack's saying that they worked hard at Hardee's, making sure they did the best job they could, and I'm sure you didn't get appreciated, and I'm sure you didn't get a raise, and I'm sure that they would easily just fire you and put somebody else in there to do the same dang thing. So I just think it's like the whole mentality of, and another thing too, it comes down to like nationalism and country too. So a lot of people take a lot of that stuff for granted about, I didn't join the military because of this. Like I didn't do that because of this. Like there's the thing about, people don't understand how much freedom and the ability we have to do whatever the heck we want, like whenever we want. And then people complain about like, well, military's not for me. Like, dude, there's so little people that actually like answer the nation's call, and it drives me insane because a lot of people just do whatever they want and create chaos, and they don't want to like do anything hard. Like just because you join the military doesn't mean they're gonna like give you a rifle and send you downrange. Like most people are not that person. But it's like a whole little city though. Like you have like plumbers and dentists and you have cafeteria people that are in the military. Like it drives me insane, the laziness of the people in the country, and it hits my buttons too, Jack. I get what you're saying, man. But like the other thing is Goodwill they understand that the job they have is easy, and they know they don't have to pay that person anything to get like the same results. And then the fact that they don't upgrade their stuff, and then they're all about Goodwill and all this crap, like drives me insane too. Because if I was running that business, like I wouldn't make it so big. Like maybe don't be so widespread and try to expand in every single market, as far as like, cities. Just like be really good at where you're at and not pay your people nothing, and maybe your business would be even better. Like, I don't know. It's kind of random, man. It's kind of went off on like a little tangent there. I'm just Key says, do you ever dabble in other categories? Sometimes, but no, not really. But I'm going to start because it is fun selling like expensive things, and like just if it fits in these boxes, I may start picking it up. Let's just put it that way. Fandom says, would you like to do YouTube? Oh, you would like to do YouTube, but don't really know where to start. Yeah, I would start with just if I were to start YouTube with what I know now, like how to make it easier, I would say this. If you have a smartphone and you can make a video, like video yourself talking and then watch it and just see what it's like. And then you know, maybe like, and it depends what your channel is going to be about, because some people aren't even in their videos. They can do videos about fruit or hacks, like how to do things properly. I don't know. There's a lot of different ways to do it. So it's kind of a hard question if you don't have a better answer. But if you wanted to make a reselling channel about like buying and selling things on eBay, I would suggest getting used to just recording yourself talking in front of the camera, and make sure you see where like my head is. This is like the 3/4 like line. It's not like this, and it's not like this. Like it's kind of right in frame, right? Like I'm trying to like be in frame. So that's like a little thing that goes a long way. My mic, I paid money to eventually have better equipment, but like, yeah, eventually you just need to, I think to start, you just have to record yourself talking and see where it goes from there. And watch videos. I mean, I learned a lot from YouTube, about YouTube. Zink says, they'll know. I'll compensate them $5 to $10. I'll be on the other side of the store, and one of my peeps will come over and say, "Hey, I just rolled out a new rack I would never have heard or seen of." I guess I see what you're saying there, Zink. But a lot of times new racks don't really last where I'm at. I mean, if a new rack comes out, yeah, people are on it, man. But I am nice to him. Don't get me wrong, I'm nice to him. I'm just not gonna like straighten everything up. I'm not gonna like if I knock something down, I'll pick it up. But like, I don't know. I looked and missed that one. All right, let's continue on. This is actually cool. So this is Nike golf shorts, but they're green camo. It's pretty cool. It's a little different. So this one sold for $24. Let's see. Jack says, I understand what you're saying. People stink. But if you're looking for a job and you get one, you know the pay and the job you took it. So do it, whatever the job is. Yeah, that's true. But it's just that people want to do the bare minimum too. You know? Like a lot of people, it's like, what's the least I can do without getting fired? That's kind of the mentality. Bills Buys says, hi all, hello, join, welcome. Be happy you have a job. Yeah. You haven't had a job in over a year because of medical stuff. You wanted a job. You enjoyed my job and work. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That stinks when that happens. I understand, dude. I understand what it's like to not be able to have a job you want, you know? I get it. Patriot Girl says, the thrift videos were great because I learned a few things. I didn't notice the quality of the video because that's not what I'm here for. You do a great job. Thank you. I want to do better, though. I want to do much better with videos. I need to pay for like Epidemic Sound to have like some better music. Because I try to get the free stuff, and sometimes the free stuff sucks. There you go. 865 Picker says, I agree with Jack too. These people knew what the job description was and the pay when they took it. Yeah. I mean, maybe at the same time, the person that is like taking care of that person, you know, whether it's a parent, a grandparent, they're just like, you need to get a job. And they're just like, I'll just go to Goodwill and work there. And then it's like, you know. Here's a Ralph Lauren linen shirt. This one's cool. So yeah, if I see like a shirt like this that I never see very often, 100% linen, that's kind of exciting. $37, so $28 plus $9 shipping. Ralph Lauren linen. Sometimes you can get a little more money for that, but I accept offers, so I want people to feel good about it. Jack says, like the dollar stores, they are so focused on building new stores and expanding, they can't even manage the ones they have. Ours is closed 4 times a week with no workers. That's crazy. You know what's really crazy? So in my town, there's this guy. He bought the Wagner Ranch. He's the guy that bought it. I can't remember his name. He owns like 7 sports teams. He owns the LA Rams. He owns like, I think, the Dallas Stars. I don't know. But anyway, he married one of Sam Walton's daughters, and he was already a very successful businessman. He bought the land around the Walmarts, and then he owns all those, like, you know how it's like a Dollar Tree, it may be like a haircutting place or something. He owns all those plots of lands around all the Walmarts in the country. So, can you imagine that? Like, your wife is the daughter of the, Jeff Bezos or the, Sam Walton, and it's like, hey, there's a little investment opportunity if you want. Just pay this money and then pay these people to develop this, and then he gets paid from that. Like, you don't talk about like crazy. And the Wagner Ranch, I think, is the largest enclosed ranch in America, maybe even the world. It's crazy. I'm gonna find that guy's name. My friend did electrical work for him, and I know I've done some work construction-wise out there. Let's see. What is his name? Okay, it's Stan Kroenke. Yeah. Stan Kroenke is the guy. It says he was a sports mogul, but now he owns the Wagner Ranch estate. He's 76 years old. Yeah, he owns the Premier League, Arsenal Football Club of the Premier League. Yeah, he's he's an impressive guy. Yeah, Ann Walton Kroenke is his, Ann Walton was his wife, so. The Wagner Ranch is $725 million. It's a 520,000 acres. So, I don't know. There's your little bit of mogul history, I guess. You brought up the dollar stores though, and I just want to say, like, that dude's part of the reason there's so many of those. Yeah. Jack, the email is in the where is it? It should be in like the about me, but it's sean.taylorexchange@gmail.com. Is that right? I don't even know if that's my email. I think it is. I'll put it in the chat. Just nobody but Jack email me unless you're sending me things. Like money. Or traveler checks. Yeah, here it is. I'll write it right here. Yeah, I don't know. I thought he owned the Stars. He owns a lot of teams, though. I may have been incorrect with that. Sorry, 865 picker. There you go, Jack. Congratulations, man. You are the winner. 54 watchers, 36 likes. We were just talking about some guy that has a lot of money. He's really short too. I actually worked on Rex Tillerson's place. He's got a giant compound, we could call it. Select all. Hold on a second. A little bit of bookkeeping. I missed a bunch of the chat, man. Sweet, you can delete it. I gotta go to YouTube to delete it. I don't think it really matters, dude. I'm not concerned. I mean, email's an email. I already get enough spam. Like, when you start creating content, you get a ton of people that just want to, like, they want to, like, just, it's a lot of Chinese people. I don't know. You get a lot of, like, just random emails and texts that are probably all, like, viruses and stuff. 865 picker agrees with Jack. Jack's talking about dollar stores. Okay, so he says, yeah, I do games, but dabble in small electronics like digital cameras and CD players. Yeah. Patriot Girl says, very insightful, Sean. I totally agree with the lack of work ethic in our country at the moment. Hopefully things will change with time. I don't think it's going to change for the better. I think it's getting worse. PK Zink says, dude, there's it's like wet stuff falling out of the sky here in Cove. What's with that? Oh, man, I don't know. We haven't had rain in so long. I'm not sure. Bill's Buy says, do you promote listings? No, I don't promote listings. Zink says, Cooperus Cove, 3 hours south of you. Okay. Any good thrifts there, Zink? Maybe we need to meet up, have some lunch, dude. Thunder and lightning, oh my. Dude, hopefully it heads this way. Jack says, found a green polo with a purple horse yesterday. I forgot to tell you about it. Okay, right on. Fandom Fan says, I accept all reasonable offers. Absolutely same with me. I think it helps the store overall. Might have to start back working on the ARC. Having a good day, everyone. Tom Gallagher. Yeah, no, it's this other guy, but I thought he owned the Stars. Maybe he doesn't anymore, or never did. Maybe another team. How can I download that beat you use? I love it, and it gets stuck in my head. Good, perfect. It's on YouTube Beta Music. I'll have to find it. Actually, I think I've got it in a folder. I could just tell you the name of it. You're talking about like the intro one? Yeah. This one? No, wait, it's this one. So it's called Sharp Edges. Half Cool Sharp Edges or something. So it's just in the YouTube beta. So you can download like free music from YouTube. But then like certain music, it has rights where like if you make money on the video, it'll try to send the money to them. Like it'll demonetize kind of, or like move the monetization. So yeah, it's a pretty good one. I'm not big on like music. Like I don't have much style, or not style. I don't have much like rhythm and stuff. So I need to get better at that though. And then Tammy Hoover says, how did you find out about reselling? Did you run across a YouTube video? Okay. And Jack sent it. Perfect, Jack. I appreciate that, man. I hope you enjoy this box. It should be probably like, I don't know, zero cost of goods. You could probably make $100 on it, I think. Profit. Okay, going back here. Tammy, I will answer that after I pack up this next one. This is Haller Bros, just like my hat. It's a pair of corduroy shorts. Let me see. There's the, dang it. I failed on that one. Yeah, right here. Haller Bros. I think Haller Bros is a great company. I like their stuff. I like their hat. So thank you, Haller Bros, and thank you for whoever bought these shorts. I think it was some decent money. Let's see. Yep, $30 plus $8.99 shipping. So $39 for a pair of gray corduroy shorts. So Tammy, I learned about eBay in the very first time I ever heard about it was 2014. My dad's friend told me about it, and he said he was grossing. He said he was netting $100,000. I don't know if he was grossing or netting, but he was making a ton of money. And then I kind of like thought about it and didn't believe him or like want to go that route because like I was young, right? So I was kind of thinking like I need to get in a good career, like I don't know, like climb the corporate ladder somewhere, like figure out how to do that. And then it was way harder. Like I had some things happen and I couldn't really see the path of what I wanted to do. And then next thing you know, we're going to a lot of garage sales, my wife and I, because we had just bought this house in 2016. So we're going to garage sales like, 2017, 2018. And then all of a sudden, we didn't need to go to garage sales anymore. Like we had enough stuff. But every time we went, I was like, man, there's a lot of good stuff here. Like there'd be good baseball gloves that I knew were like $100 gloves. And I wanted to buy it, but I wasn't going to use 10 different gloves or bats or like random things. And I got on YouTube and my wife said, what are you doing? I said, I want to go to a garage sale. She's like, we don't have to. I was like, let me just type in garage sale, and Cincinnati Pickers video came up. And I was like, wait a minute. So I gave a call to my dad's friend and I asked him, I said, hey, are you still selling on eBay? He says, yeah, I've been selling for 7 years. He goes, I've been making tons of money. And he was I think he's a GS like 12 or 13 in the military. So like he was making tons of money and reselling on the side. And then I called him and then talked to him about it. And then come 2019, I started like, I was getting just beat down with my job. I was working some construction stuff, and then I was working, I think I'd got a job with the copier company, and I was just hating it. So like I would come home on like Friday, right, and we had no kids. So I'd come home and we might go out to eat or not, and I'd come back and it'd be like 8 o'clock, and I'd just start playing video games, and I'd like drink, and I was just like, dude, this sucks. Like, and then I was like watching Twitch, I guess, and people like, it's like if I wasn't playing video games, I like watched somebody else play, and then I started thinking like, why am I not spending my free time making money? Like, why am I just limiting myself to 40 hours a week to make money? Like, why don't I do more? And then I like looked back into eBay, and I called him and I said, hey, I really want to figure this out. Like, what should I do? And he's like, well, this is how you post the item. So I looked around my house and found some Oakley hardshell sunglasses, just the case. And I was like, hey, I got this item. What should I list it for? And he told me like $9.99 free shipping. And I was like, for real? Is that any money? He's like, yeah, it'll make like a few bucks. So then I sold it in 2 hours. I got an offer for $9. Sold the hard shell case. I made like $4.30 because shipping was way cheaper then. And then I just started going through the rest of my house, going to like thrift stores with like $40, $60. And I made some bad buys. I would itemize every item and show like how much everything cost and the profits and the ones I lost money on. And then eventually I just got really good at it. Then I started a YouTube channel that didn't do too well in 2020. I got up to like 370 subscribers, and then I just quit that, focused on eBay, and then I realized I was going to quit my job eventually. Then my grandma passed, and it made me like accelerate the quitting process in 2021, and then I was reselling full-time since then. Whew. You're welcome, Tammy, for the long answer. All right, but that's, in a nutshell, that's kind of it. Just typed into YouTube. Found Cincinnati Picker. Then I found a lot of Josh. He was one of my favorite ones for a long time. And, yeah, kind of how it went. Let's see. Johnny Munoz says, what's a reasonable offer to you? It's a tough question because there's no parameters. Okay, let's say, so I spend about $4 per item. So if I have a Polo Ralph Lauren that's priced at $15.99, $8.99 shipping, so like about $25 all in, then if somebody sent me an offer of $8 plus $8.99 shipping, that's $17, including the label, which is like $5 on average, I would accept it if the item's been listed for a while. That's about as low as I like to go. If something has been listed forever, I'll accept almost anything, even to break even, to make back the $4 and just make like $0. That's why I have such high sales, but then like not the most profit, because I'm pushing volume and really making the profit on the best items. And then the lower end items, I'm making a little bit of money. And then the bad items, I'm not losing money, but I'm making like $0 to $1 to $2 to $3. But most items are making about $7 on average. So, yeah. But in the beginning, I tried to make the most money on stuff because I didn't have a lot of stuff. Now I have everything. Oh no, Flip It Good just joined. Jack, Flip It Good, dude. So I had the second giveaway, man, and you won, but you weren't here. I was giving people like 5 to 10 minutes to answer. So if you watch the replay, man, Jack ended up winning it. He somehow messed with my computer and messed with the comment randomizer and somehow got it. Because he just said, just send it to me, and then I clicked it, and then he won. So it's crazy, man. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Here we go. Croft and Borrow seems to be like a sleeper, man. This thing sells for me all the time. Let's see. This was a combined order. Croft and Borrow, they got $190.35. $190.35. So yeah, they bought both of these. These actually had embroideries on it too. One of them did. And they still bought both of them. They're all in for a pretty good amount of money. Let's see. I don't know if it's over a pound though. Oh yeah, it's like under 1 pound. So Patriot Girl says, drafted your QB1 today with Jalen Hurts. Well, Patriot Girl, you're probably gonna score a lot of points with Jay Fields. He is a tremendous talent. Let's see, 0. There we go. We're going to go ground advantage. $6.60. Oh, so the thumbnail, when I put top rated, did you guys get an email saying you're top rated? Or like, congratulations, you're top rated, or like you're above average or whatever? Because I may have dropped from top rated the last, I don't know, because it always said I was top rated, but then I got the message from eBay saying that I'm now top rated. And I thought I was, and I did have a lot of sales today. So I don't understand if I dropped and didn't realize it, but I don't check that performance tab every day. So very strange. I was wondering, my friend, he got dropped down to above average or above standard from top rated, and I was like, Whoops. Shop with Sherry B says, "Hi Sean, I just started watching your channel as I want to sell more men's clothing. What is your top selling brand and what is your holy grail brand? Thanks, Sherry." Polo Ralph Lauren is my biggest selling brand. It's not the most money, but it sells the most times. Polo Ralph Lauren. I think it's like 20% of my store. My biggest clothing sale was a Robert Graham limited edition shirt that sold for $300. And I paid $5 for it, and it was new at tags. And it was in my thrift store, which we don't even have like that type of a store to buy that type of an item. So pretty crazy. Jack said, "My first YouTuber was Uberism81. He was a junk guy that stripped parts off of the roadside and scrapped it." That's pretty cool. Sold and scrapped on eBay. Heard about eBay in 97. Didn't go with anything until 2001, but here and there. Only started to get more serious about 7 years ago, but nothing consistent until about a year ago. Very interesting, Freedom Fan. Jack says, first resellers were Rally Roots, then Craigslist Hunter, which didn't watch because he drove me nuts. Yeah, you said since I appeared shed flips, now a couple hundred people on the list. Yeah, there's a lot of people doing it now. A lot of people. Tammy says, "Thank you so much for sharing your journey in reselling." You're welcome. I love reminiscing about it. Yeah, no, it's cool. I mean, yeah, it's okay. All right, I need to drink water though. This Dr. Pepper's about gone. It's warm too. Gross. Let's see. Jack says, "Do you have swag, hats, or stickers?" No, not yet. I don't know. When it comes to that kind of stuff, like, first off, like the handshake thing, right? Like my logo, I bought like the image, but to sell products with that logo, even though I've added Taylor Exchange around it, you have to pay a subscription fee of like $10 a month. But yeah, as far as like stickers and hats, now I'm trying to make a hat like this with my logo so I can wear it, but it would cost, you first got to find someone to make the patch, and then you got to find, the hat's like $8, but then you got to find someone to stitch it into the hat. So what I may do is I may buy 25 patches with my logo, and then I may give them away or illegally sell them and make the profit. But I don't own the rights to the handshake logo. Somebody else made that and owns the rights to it. So there are rules when it comes to that kind of stuff. But I could just give them away. But you got to buy like 25. So I may just give patches away because I think patches are cool. Flip It Good says, "Oh no, that's okay. I usually set my phone up for 1 p.m., but I forgot today." Yeah, I was a little late anyway. I was a little late, Flip It Good. Let's see. Jack says, "I didn't get it, but it says I'm top rated and it didn't before the 20th. Interesting." Jack says, "I haven't watched TV in 5 years, just YouTube." Absolutely, yeah. We barely watch TV anymore. Well, now that we have a kid, we don't watch TV at all, it seems like. Like, we'll watch, like, I do watch Storage Wars pretty religiously because it cracks me up, man. Those dudes are ridiculous. I do want to buy a storage unit and do a video about it. I just don't have a pickup truck, so I may have to borrow my brother-in-law's. And then the storage units in my town, I think, are all corrupt, to be honest. I think I'd have to drive to the bigger city and get into that. Shop for Sherry says, "Wow, that's awesome. That must have been a crazy printed Robert Graham." Yeah, I wanted to keep it. It was black and blue paisley, limited edition, and they like number those shirts. And it was new with tags, and it was beautiful. I mean, like, it was a tremendous shirt. I think it was silk too. May have been 100% silk. So, okay, I had another combined order that I'm gonna pull. It's this one here. So I talk about like big sizes. These are Reebok golf polos. Now Reebok is pretty low on the totem pole for, you know, being a good item. But this was a 4XL. They were both 4XL. So I listed them each for like $30, like $20 plus shipping. And somebody bought both of them. It's interesting. I think there's like a glitch happening. I don't know where this person lives. It says like Wisconsin. It says the shipping is $83. for ground advantage. That didn't make any sense. Huh. That's weird. I'm just going to put in an envelope for $7.60. That was very strange. It is over £1 for both of these, though. But 4XL, definitely check it out. If that thrift company, you know, like for the giveaway boxes, America's Thrift Supply or Store, if they send me more boxes, do you want to do another giveaway style, or do you want to not do that? They also, America Thrift Supply, they also, and you can use my code, Taylor, I don't know if it's Taylor Exchange or Taylor 20. Dang, I don't even know the code. I'm sorry. You look at that video, though, the most recent one about the mystery box. You can still order from them and maybe make some money, but I would go for like the Harley Davidson or the Lululemon box. They do have micro bales of clothing, and I kind of need certain clothing to make content about for Amazon, so I may ask them for a micro bale of clothing, but they usually sell that for quite a bit of money, so I don't know if they'll actually send it to me for free. But what I would do is I would make videos that I need to make for those clothing, those clothes, those brands, like Port Authority and like some of the cheap stuff. But then anything out of it good, maybe I can like give away or sell or something like that. You know, because there's going to be a lot. I just need to see if they'll do it, because I don't really want to buy it. I don't really want to spend any money on it. But yeah, I'm still working my my local buy-sell trade deal. I'm trying to get more people to like bring me stuff that I can buy. So I need to do some marketing on that. I may have to pay for some of that, because my Facebook page it's slow to grow. It's a slow grow. I'm just going to toss this one on the ground. Don't get it twisted. I am trying to shoot these in and make it, but I don't want to destroy my wall, because I don't like doing drywall work. It's no fun. Bill Buy says, I tried them once and wasn't too thrilled. Same here. Shop with Sherry says, I've had it where sometimes USPS and UPS is more expensive because of rural area. A rural area? That might be it. Maybe they're up in like the mountains or something. That's a good point. Whoa, Jack says there's tons of companies that sell boxes and such. Reach out to all of them and they'll send you stuff. Jack, dude, thank you. Thank you. I've never thought about that. I can do a search, and you know what? I can get Chat GPT to create an email for me. I'm going to put it in there so I don't forget. Please create an email request for companies that sell lots of clothing to give them to me for free in exchange for a YouTube video about their company. And let's just see what the ChatGPT says. Look at it. It already started. It says, I hope this email finds you well. My name is insert name. It says, I'm an avid fashion enthusiast and content creator. I've been following your company closely, and I'm truly impressed with the incredible range of clothing you offer. I'm reaching out for a unique collaboration proposal that that I believe could be mutually beneficial. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So the chat is like so good when it comes to asking for things like that. Like, and it spits it out so fast. And then the thing you can do is you can say like, no, I'm an eBay reseller, like create it, like turn it into that. Oh, make it shorter, make it more direct, all that stuff. So don't sleep on using the chat, because I'm telling you, my son's 9 months old. He's going to be using that chat thing like Google. Yeah, like he's going to use that all the time, because it's better. It's better than Google. I'm getting an incoming call from Griff. That's a friend of mine. Can't talk to him now. I'm gonna like message him. He never really calls. Let's see. Where could I send somebody a message if I want to tell him like, yo, hang on a second, I'll call you back. Let's go like this. Tyler Griffin. He might just want to catch up. Message. Nope. Where's the message section? Do you guys know how to use Facebook? I swear I don't know how to use Facebook very well. Like I'm always like struggling when I'm using. Oh, I see. So when you have a Facebook business page, you can't do the same stuff as like a regular Facebook page. So you got to go to your Facebook page, and then you can use whatchamacallit. You can use other stuff. YouTube Live. I'll call you in about 20 minutes. Okay, there we go. So let's see, 44 people, a lot of people in the chat. Very cool. Glad you guys are watching. Hope you're enjoying the Sunday. I mean, it's a decent day here. It's not terribly hot, not terribly cold, but you know, we are excited for fall here in Texas. Whew. Jack, that's a crazy good tip, dude. Bill's Buy says still can't beat the church thrift. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about rummage sales, or are you talking about like a church related thrift store? Because ours in our town, honestly, I think they're a little greedy. Jack says hang up flyers at gas stations. I did make a flyer and I didn't know how to do it, and I think that'll work. Laundromats would be a good one. Yeah, thank you, Jack. I'm gonna write that down. Jack is bringing the heat, man. I hope you like this box. And I tell you what, Jack, I'm going to throw a little something special in that box for you. So, hopefully you're not in, like, Hawaii. Because I don't want to send a giant box to Hawaii. Or what is the one? Puerto Rico? Like, hopefully you're not in Puerto Rico. I'm going to put flyers at gas stations. And then I'm going to put, you said laundromats? I've never even, like, used a laundromat. Been lucky enough to have the washer and dryer. ChatGPT is great for business emails. I also use it for letters of recommendation. That's good, man. That's really good. The chat, it's just like, it's like the smarter you are, the more you can use the chat, you know, to your advantage. That one should have went in. All right, let's continue on. We got this one here. This is Columbia PFG 2XL, 21 bucks. Not great. Not bad, but not great. Some of the people, the thrift stores I go to, they put Columbia PFGs at like 12 bucks. I'm like, come on, man. Let's see. Bill's Buy says everything is $2. I'm in Adirondacks, so I get a lot of outdoor brands. I don't know what you just typed, but I instantly thought about Arendelle from Frozen for some reason. Adirondacks? Did you mistype, or am I just like clueless on geography? It could be the latter. Could be the latter. All right. Here's a pink shirt. Let's go. Come on, gotta speed it up, man. I want to get off here. We're gonna go till 3:30. That's in 17 minutes. So. Oh, here's another one of those Reebok golf polos. So I bought 3 of these Reebok golf polos, all size 4XL. This one was a solo sale, and it went for $20 shipped. But this store priced them low because they were so massive. It wasn't like, you know. A lot of times thrift stores, they price like giant sizes cheaper. They price embroidered things cheaper. So in one of the videos that I filmed like a little clip at this store yesterday. They had Ford, like just Ford logo, not embroidered, but just like probably an iron-on one or something. Nah, I don't even know if it was ironed-on. Anyway, it was on like a nice blue, like lightweight, dry-fit polo, but it wasn't name brand. It may have been Port Authority. It wasn't like Nike or nothing. Well, I bought those for like $2 because like car salesmen, as long as it doesn't have like another car company on it, they'll buy that shirt. And they'll still wear that item. So I went ahead and bought that. Those are good little like easy money type situations there. Let's see. This is Mountain Khakis. I don't know about Mountain Khakis when it comes to shirts. I kind of took a low offer because I don't know if it'll sell for what I put it at, so I just went ahead and did it. Freedom Fan says it's in New York. Upstate New York. Okay. That toss is great, but not enough oomph. Yeah. And, you know, I kind of thought about using my Bears flag as like a backboard and just smashing the backboard every time and trying to bank every shot in, but I don't know if that's going to work necessarily. Adirondacks, mountains in New York. Adirondacks. Yeah, okay. That's interesting. Okay. We got this one. This is a pretty cool looking print. This is Orvis. It went for $24. Short sleeve button shirt. 9. So yeah, when it comes to like prints and patterns, if you see something that like sticks out, there's a good chance it's probably Shein, because they make a lot of like crazy looking stuff. But if you see like a name brand that's got something that sticks out, there's a good chance it's going to be worth a little bit of money. So that's how it was with that Orvis. The newer Orvis stuff isn't even that good. The older Orvis stuff can be really good. But I'm trying to like really push through these shipments. Yeah, I don't know. So the rest of the plan, I guess when I get off here, I'll see what my wife's doing, and then see what Seth's doing, see what his mood is, and I need to work out though too. So this is a cool short sleeve like snap shirt, sold for $20 plus $9 shipping, so $29 on the Cool. I'll pay up for Cool because it's such a strong brand. Not a whole lot of Cool that I don't pick up. The women's I'm not sure about, but I don't really go through the women's. I may start looking into women's clothes. Oh my gosh, Build By says it means bark eater in Mohawk Indian. What the heck? That's crazy. Here's a pair of Carhartt shorts. It's under a pound, like right under a pound for these Carhartt shorts. So they're getting put in the gyro pack teal bags. Let's see. What did you think of the preseason game? So I've only watched the first two. I actually haven't seen the Bills one, so I don't know. I just watch people that talk about it on YouTube. So, okay, here's this one. It's 1 pound. Dun, dun, dun. This Carhartt shorts is sold for $30, or it's $29, so it's $20 plus $9 shipping. I did hear though from the Tape Never Lies guys, they were saying that they pulled Justin Fields out after he took a big hit because they had a play cap. They had a certain number of plays for him to run. And my opinion is you should let them finish the drive, whether you score, turnover, punt, like whatever, like you should just finish the drive if you have them in for that drive. So they probably felt a little nervous, him taking a shot in the game. But it's football, right? You're going to get hit. So I don't know why they would do that. Here's a vintage Polo Ralph Lauren. These are chino shorts. They sold for 14 plus 9, so $23. And it is under a pound, which is neat, because I'll save a little bit of money there. Now, these are a size 44 big, and they're the Tyler cut Ralph Lauren's. A lot of money in those chinos, but you got to get them cheap because some of them don't sell for all that much money. And I think my scale is off for some reason. Let's see. 5. Because I just re-weighed it, and it, like, weighed differently. Okay. I wonder if it's because it wasn't, like... Nah, it's fine. Something weird. Sometimes my scale, like, I, like, look at it too quickly or something. I don't know. I kind of want a different scale. I got the Accutech scale. I got it in my... it's linked in the description, but, like... I feel like there's a better scale out there. You know, like slightly wider. But, I don't know. So this one is going to be in the priority flat rate. Like so. Somebody was like, I've never seen somebody pack shoes in a box like that, or like an envelope. And I was just like, you're welcome. You can save a lot of money doing that too. Save a lot. Look at the amount of items that just didn't make it. Okay. That's okay. Look, you know, Tom Brady, he wasn't a great passer when he got drafted out of college. You know, he had to develop his arm strength. You know, so like I'm in a similar place as Tom Brady. This is a Southern Marsh polo. Went for $24 shipped. Let's see. Josh asked, do you wash or iron all of your clothes before listing? No. So when I process, I make a couple piles. And usually it's like 1 to 2 loads of wash per week of clothes. But if it smells a little bit, which is very rare, when you're doing it off the rack, most of these items are pretty good. But if something's stained or smells, it goes into the wash pile. If it looks fine, smells fine, like it goes into the folded pile, I just fold them. I don't iron any of the shirts either. Unless I'm selling them in person, then I have a steamer that I steam the shirts. Hippie Spinach says, I use an Accutech. I'm on my third in 10 years. If the weight starts to vary, it's time for a new one. Interesting. Okay. I'll remember that. It does have a calibrator, but I'm sure mine's only like a couple years old, so I think it's going to be fine. All right. Let's continue on. This is the German friend that I shouted out in the beginning. His name's Thomas, I think. So he got this short sleeve. Dang, where is it? Hold on. 192.23. Yeah, here it is. So this is a 3XB Ralph Lauren. He had to pay a lot because he got it through Germany. But yeah, his name's Thomas. He paid quite a bit of money for it because of the shipping, but you know, he wanted the shirt. It's a good shirt. It's hard to find the 3XBs in Ralph Lauren. So dun dun dun. I'm just checking that email from Jack. Dude, I don't see it, Jack. Hold on. Spam. Yeah, it went to spam, dude. Okay, Jack, you sent me an email, but you gotta send me your address, dude. Send me your address. Yeah, dude, you emailed me, but you gotta send me your address. That's how it works. I can't ship it to somebody who I don't know where they're at. Bill says, nice shooting, yeah. I wish it was a little more accurate. This is crazy color. It's a Phantom, so the Hurley Phantom board shorts. They're okay. 8 ounces on that one. There we go. Yeah, there's going to be a stream where I am like making all of them in a row. And I may have to just look like I did on that last one. But one day we'll get there. We'll get there. Dang. All right, 7 minutes left. Can we finish in 7 minutes? Do you guys ever time how fast you do stuff? I've done it a couple times. I usually just do like mental clocks, but a lot of it is just not being distracted when you're working. That's what a lot of it comes down to. Oh, I'm liking the left, man. I'm liking the left. Now I'm right-handed, but I shoot pool with my left hand. So it is likely that I may just shoot these from the left. This is an Under Armour Snap plaid shirt. It's like the vented one, and it sold for $24. If you had to switch categories, what would you switch to? That's a good question. Part of me wants to switch to books because of Mel, the Australian bookseller, back from Burnout. Mainly because I feel like it'd be easy, but I don't know how lucrative it would be. And I don't know how much I could stand there and scan Right. But I feel like you could train that to somebody. Scanning, like barcodes. Send them to a thing. Is my mouth like... My lips are kind of chapped. So that seems like one that might be a play. If I had to not pick that... I tried shoes. I don't know if I could do shoes. Let's see. You could maybe do auto parts. I think auto parts would be a good one to get into, but I feel like you're gonna be dirty a lot if you do auto parts. And I'm not I'm not trying to get greasy every day. But yeah, you could like I've seen some people, I don't know if they're in this chat or if they were on the Facebook groups, but they know how to buy like a cheap broken car and then part the entire thing out. And then when they do that, I mean, they're just making like hands over fist on stuff. So there's that. So maybe car parts, books. I don't know. That's a good question, Josh. What about you, man? Like, I mean, I think you sell a little bit of everything, right? So I wonder what you would say. 8426. It's like, I wish I could sell George and, St. John Bay or whatever it is, like all these crappy brands that I see all the time, but I can't. Josh says, are you using eBay's AI to make your item descriptions? If you are, do you see it helps with sales? I am not. So my item descriptions, it's just a little blurb on items are authentic, there's smoke-free environment, and then I copy and paste the title of the item. So no, I don't use the AI. I think about the AI a lot, though. Like, how can I use it to improve my business? I do think about it a lot. Okay, we got 3 left in the box. Or 4. Yeah, we got 4 left. How much do you sell the 3XBs for? The one that I sold to Germany, so I accepted an offer of 18, and it would have been plus the 9 shipping. So, like, I don't know how it works with the Germany stuff. Maybe I lose money and don't make the money on the shipping. No, because it was... I don't know how much I made on it, though. But yeah, so I usually list the 3XBs at $29.99 plus $8.99 shipping. Unless it's a little bit cooler. It depends on how cool it is. But yeah, that's pretty much where like $40 all in. Like sometimes it can be 50, like long sleeves. But yeah, it seems like $29.99 plus shipping seems to be a good mark for them. If that helps. Like I'll pay usually 9 to 12 for those, just depending on how nice it is. Like definitely like 9 or 10. I don't know. 12 I guess would be kind of like. It would kind of depend on if it had a pattern or if it was solid. Like solid ones don't go for as much, in my opinion. Just depends. There's a lot of things to factor in with the clothes. Style, patterns, age. Like some of the Ralph Laurens are older, newer. Like I mean, there's a whole bunch to it, man. You just gotta kind of like play around with it, and then don't get too into the weeds about it either. Just kind of like set a price and go. If it's too high, like err on the side of too high, and then just gradually like discount it a little bit, and you'll eventually find the market value. One thing that I used to do when I was selling and didn't understand like what to price things at is I would price it high, and if I got a couple offers around the same price, I'd be like, okay, I didn't accept the first offer around that price, but I'm going to accept the second one because there's a likely chance that that is the market value of the item. Josh says, I sell books and send most to Amazon FBA. I also do FBM for long tail books. Yeah, scanning sucks, but I get a great deal on books, on Gaylords of books. Exactly. I feel like there's just a lot of books. And I feel like a lot of people don't want to scan and do the work. But, yeah. And, I mean, content is pretty cool. I think content is a tremendous one. There's something I'm doing with the Amazon. It's Amazon Influencer. A lot of people don't really talk about it or know about it. But it's definitely has potential to be good. Thomas says, kind of want to buy the Harley Davidson mystery box for fun, but still want to make some money. What do you think? Thomas Billings, If you buy from that, use my code. Go to the last mystery box one. The code is there in the description. Buy 2 Harley Davidson ones, because if you buy one, you got to pay shipping. If it's over $100, it's free shipping, and then you get my 20% discount, which it's only a one-time deal to do it. They won't let you continue using my 20% discount because they usually offer 15%, and I made them do 20. I made them do 20 because you can go to the website and get 15% off just by going to the website, and I was like, that's not very fair. Like, not very fair at all. That's what I said to him. He said, oh, I'll change it. I'll do 20. And I said, okay. And then I just gave them away. So, and they weren't like light shirts. Like, these are like jeans and jackets. Tammy says, used vehicle parts would have a high return rate. My ex-husband owns a paint and body shop. Maybe. I mean, yeah, maybe. That's true. That's true. You were probably right. But, like, would it be as high as, like, old electronics? I mean, those are pretty high, too. So, I don't know. Excuse me. All right. We are coming to the end, folks. We've got 2 more to throw. And we've got a couple more messages to read. But, yeah, we're coming to the end. We're going to see what it's at right now. We are at 51 concurrent viewers with 47 likes. Going to at home. Seth won't take a nap. My wife's taking Seth out to at home because he won't take a nap. That's like a store in the mall. He hasn't wanted to nap today. I was holding him earlier for like 20 minutes. He was sleeping, and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna set him down. Right when I set him down in his crib or whatever, he started crying. I was like, dude. So then I was like, let's play. If you ain't going to sleep, then let's play. That's kind of how I do it. Okay, last one. Last one. Zink says no one else do shoes. No one, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I like cleaning shoes. I really do. It's annoying to do, but it's nice to see how much better shoes look when you clean them because you can get more money for them. The problem is they put the marker on the shoes. I mean, selling new shoes would be interesting, but I don't know, man. It's hard to store shoes, a lot of shoes. You gotta have a lot of space, which I can get space here in Texas. It's cheap where I live, but I don't know. Fox Racing. This is a short sleeve plaid button shirt. That's it. I gotta take boxes downtown. I may go to my store. I need to work out, and then I'm gonna go downtown to my store, and I gotta like load up and get ready for the week. Make sure everything's good there. But yeah, I need to work out after this. All right, last one. I know it didn't go in. I know it didn't go in. All right, guys. Hey, I appreciate you joining. Jack, way to win the giveaway. Awesome. I can't believe you like put it out there and made it. Deb, thank you for the $15 super chat. That's super, super kind of you. I hope you enjoyed your mystery box, and I hope everyone has a really good week. Prepare for some videos this week. I'm gonna do some content. What area of Texas? Freedom Fan. I live. This is my outro, but I live in North Texas. So I appreciate everyone who joined. I hope to see you again, and prepare for some videos because we're gonna start pumping out some cool content, and hopefully you guys enjoy. So I'll see you next time. Bye. Ending.